Okay, another planting your garden question from Ian Amis Ferry. What is your garden size? You know, I've struggled with that question more and more because while we do have one very linear garden, we're gardening all over the place. Yeah. So we have about 100 by 100 area, so roughly a quarter acre that we call our main crop garden. Mm-hmm. But even that has a lot of perennials in it. It's got strawberries, asparagus, raspberries, grapes, gooseberries. Currants.
Yeah.
It's got a tree nursery in it, the greenhouse in it. I actually eventually hope to turn that into just an overall main crop garden, mostly for annuals, and start to spread the perennials around and even extend that. But we also have trees, little bits of garden around that. We've got the cottage garden out here that Carolyn's not only growing herbs and culinary herbs and medicinal herbs in, but also some annual vegetables in. We've got lettuce beds around there. We've got vertical gardens.
We're going to have food growing all over the place.
We've just done some terracing that is going to be a mix of more annual garden and perennial garden. So we've probably got a solid acre under cultivation, of some sort.
Yeah.
Or developing it into that without any pasturing or some of the more broader systems.
Now, you just used the term main crop garden, and I know we throw that around a lot, but I don't know that we've actually really defined what we mean by a main crop garden or the main garden.
So let me back up a little bit. In designing permaculture systems, we try to zone and we try to place things in their area based on their use and proximity to your home. To where you're moving in and out of. And so the things that have more regular intensive use multiple times a day, you want closer to the home. And then as that use diminishes, we might move that farther away. And so while we talk a lot about Carolyn's cottage garden or herb garden, really it's a kitchen garden, meaning it's as close to the kitchen as possible. And most of those things are there because we want very close access to them. For one reason or another, you're going to be in that garden a whole lot.
Yeah.
The main crop garden generally has things that might have batches of harvesting, and you're going to be in it regularly, but it's not right out your kitchen door. It's a little further off. It's going to have more of your crops that have, one to a few major harvests over the year, instead of everyday harvests.
So really the main crop garden is really the garden where we're migrating all the things that we're preserving, kind of doing a big preserving day on or a couple preserving days on, so that we can put them up kind of in bulk all at the same time.
Right.
Versus the kitchen garden or the cottage garden is more for, what we're going to go out and grab to have for dinner that night or for lunch or, to be eating fresh during the season.